There's about 2 months left in 2025, and there are 5 cryptos that you need to have. I'm going to show you each and every one of those. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. In case you want to skip this and you want to get all the way to the end and you want to get it, don't worry about that. I'm going to give them to you right now. Number 1, Bitcoin. Number 2, SWI. Number 3, WXT, that's the Weex token. I'm going to show you why. Number 4 is going to be the DevvE token. Their partnership with, I believe, NASDAQ is going to be a game changer. And Bittensor, the Tau token, is going to be number 5. Now, if you want to stick around and find out the reason why, I'm going to explain each and every one of them to you, and I'm going to make it very quick because I know that your time is valuable. Make sure you hit the like button and make sure you share this with as many people as possible. Sharing it means a lot. Okay, number 1, Bitcoin is not done with its move. There could be a dump all the way down into the 100,000 range. There's always a possibility of downward momentum. But that yellow line that you see on my screen right there going up, 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 up and away, that is the global M2 money supply. If that's going up, Bitcoin is going up. It's only a matter of time. Anybody who's telling you that the market is going to reject Bitcoin is an idiot. There's a reason why. Let me stop that. Let me come over here. And let's talk about gold. 60% of the time that gold pumps in this market since 2015, it has rallied Bitcoin as it starts to dump. So you can go back and you can check 60% of the time when you get these dips right here, it means that Bitcoin is moving hard. Now there's outliers in that. It's not 100%. Nothing ever is. Right now, Bitcoin is kind of ranging. Gold has been pumping to the moon. A lot of different precious metals and lower risk assets like the precious metals have been ripping, and that money will rotate. Remember, greed for everything else is good. There's a massive dip today in the gold market. I don't think that maintains. I think gold is about to go a little bit higher, probably get a nice little double top, and then we'll talk about whether or not it's going to dip and come back down. But breaking out right now means Bitcoin will get that rotation. Number 2 on the list is going to be SWI. Now, SWI is obviously, when you look at this, a couple days ago, Wintermute sold off on the market. That left it kind of a bad taste in people's mouths, and it broke outside of the range of this little channel that it was in and is now trending below that channel. One of the reasons for that is because it was figured out, by the way, very quickly that Wintermute was holding a huge amount of the supply of SWI. Now, if that's the case, should you be bullish or should you be bearish? Well, this is the single entity time in the last 4 years that Wintermute has done what they did. And by the way, I believe it is my estimation, I'm not telling you that it is, but it's my estimation that the reason that Wintermute did that is because the Chinese government probably stepped in and wanted to make an example of the Trump administration because they're playing hardball with tariffs. So because of that, I think that Wintermute was there to quote unquote remind people that China still has a lot of sway in this market. Now, the fact that it got bought back so quickly is a testament to that $1 billion that Wintermute put in for buying as they were selling out the back door. And I think you're about to see an enormous spike on SWI. Now, why would we be looking at that on SWI? For that, I'm going to go to Kraken. They are not a partner of the channel, but it is important that we go here and look at it anyway. Key takeaways from all of this. SWI was created by Miston Labs, which is a company founded by former Meta, which are Facebook engineers who previously worked on the Diem blockchain and Move programming language. Key members of the SWI team include people that worked for Facebook. Their combined expertise in cryptography, distributed systems, and blockchain development played a crucial role in designing SWI as a next-gen platform. Now, it is faster than Near Protocol, sub-second finality. It's very fast, it's very robust, and the partners, this is where it really starts to matter here. The partners right now, Microsoft, the United Nations, Franklin Templeton, X-Money, Athena, World Liberty Financial, and then there's some university partnerships, very minor, but still there in the London Business School. So there are a lot of different places right now that are adopting SWI at a rapid rate. I think it's going to absolutely pop. Now, we're going to move on to number 3 on the list, which is going to be WXT. The WXT token runs Weex. This is the token for the Weex centralized exchange. And if you look at this, the chart's been beautiful right now. And this is an accumulation period right now. You can see it bouncing off of the 200 MA a couple of days ago, now having a nice little run. But what does that run mean? Well, I do think that they like to burn a lot of their supply as well. So you'll see some big burns coming from them. But I think it's going to break above the 50 and then have a real breakout moment. Now, if you look over here at capitalization right behind me, it says 139 million is the market cap and about $8 million in trade volume. They're really interested in focusing on themselves. That $8 million in trade volume is for you, and that's on their exchange. And let's go over to the Weex exchange right now. Why should you have the WXT token? Well, this platform right here, if you go up to We Launch, by the way, Weex is a partner, so if you want to sign up, it's in the description down below. Be on this platform to get this token. Go to We Launch right there after you buy some, and then go into one of these, and you click here, and then you commit your tokens, and then you earn new tokens from each one of these. So I'm going to commit all of mine into this next run. So we'll see what happens over there. They'll give you a couple of bucks. The more you have, the more you get. But if you do that, then you're going to earn rewards, all the while they are cooking in the background to make it go ever so much higher. Now let's talk about volume. Is Weex worth that investment, or is it incredibly risky? So we go down this list and we start looking at these exchanges, and Weex pops up right here. $4.6 billion yesterday. I think that they're making a pretty good amount of money. I think they're doing very, very well. Also, unique visitors, 3.8 million in weekly visits. Average liquidity is an 808. You can notice that's a lot better than most of these other ones. 938, Binance is probably the best one you're going to get. Pionex, also very high. I'm sorry, AZBit might be a little bit better, but you're seeing the liquidity looks good. Everything about Weex looks like a power platform. Number of coins, 932. Number of markets, 1,487. One of the most robust platforms that you can have. And of course, that's going to matter when we get into altcoin season. So buy yourself some WXT tokens right now. For those of you that follow me for any length of time, number 4 on my list is DevvE, DEVV. And there's an E on the end, but that means exchange. So we're going to call it DevvE, DEVV token right now. It is in my opinion, a game changer. I'm going to show you why as quickly as I possibly can. And then we're going to move on from that. But you can see right here, while I was partnered with them, this thing ran up to a $2 market cap, was a huge, huge number. We've accumulated some more during this dip over here, down to 42 cents. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is it dipping and why is this an opportune moment to buy? Well, by the end of this year, according to their roadmap, they will have launched their exchange and they will have announced their exchange partner. Now, it is my estimation that their exchange partner for this exchange right here is NASDAQ. I am not saying that it is. I am saying that I think that it is. Now, right here is a keynote speech that happened a few months back at Paris conference. And in that Paris conference, Ray Quintana, who is the CEO of DevvE, said that there is a major TradFi partner, one of the largest exchanges, stock exchanges in the world, is partnering with them for this premise, for this. And by the way, a long time ago, I did a video on NASDAQ, where NASDAQ was looking to enter this arena. Not only enter this arena, they put up the obstacles. What they wanted was sub-second finality with instantaneous transactions, and also the security to prevent theft and fraud. And guess what? That's exactly what DevvE provides. So it is my belief that this is going to be NASDAQ. I don't have any information to back that up, but I do believe that that's what we're going to find out. And I think that DevvE is going to end up being one of the biggest surprises in all of crypto. So just so you guys know, I'm holding a lot of DevvE, and this is my moon bag, if you will. Okay, this is my #1 bag in all of crypto. Also, and number 5 is going to be Bittensor. Now, for those of you that know, I've started making Bittensor content talking about the subnets. Now, for anybody who wants to know, subnet basically means that it's a market for a specific branch of AI. Bittensor is the #1 AI crypto in all of cryptocurrency. If you go to CoinMarketCap and you click over here where it says more and you choose AI, this is the list that you get. The #1 AI crypto is Bittensor. So the question is it undervalued at 4 billion market cap? And there could be something down here in this list that breaks out even higher. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but what I'm saying is that Bittensor has drawn a lot of attention from artificial intelligence production teams, and they are creating these additional subnets, markets for AI purchasing through cryptocurrency. They've created this entire ecosystem that is next to nothing else. There's nothing else like it on this list yet. And by the way, on this list, we're talking about some major major projects. We're talking about Render. We're talking about one of the greatest graphic sharing protocols in all of crypto. We're talking about Fetch AI. None of these rank with Bittensor right now. So it is my belief that Bittensor is that $40 billion to $80 billion project that's going to just quickly 10 to 20x, maybe even, maybe it goes to 150 billion market cap, somewhere in that neighborhood. That's a huge number right now, but I think that it has the legs to have an incredible and impressive run. I'm going to keep making content for it because I believe that Bittensor is probably going to be one of the next big things, especially when, and we haven't seen this yet, but especially when AI really starts to break out. Now, who is partnered with Bittensor? The Digital Currency Group. For those of you that don't know, this is one of the biggest investors in cryptocurrency, along with Pantera Capital. What do they know? That would be the question that I would ask. These companies like this, they don't get into this for no reason. They get in it because they know or they believe that there is magic to be found in this place. Additional, Polychain Capital, which is another VC company, gigantic VC company. Now, to give you an idea of some of the AI subnets, you got Corcel, which is for developing applications on the network. You've got Celium, which is the centralized GPU rental platform, just like Render. You've got Taoshi, a centralized AI trading network, decentralized, I meant to say. Metanova, which is a platform for AI-driven drug screening. Graphite AI, which is a machine learning network built on Bittensor. Graphite, by the way, same as Graph, does the same thing. Like, this thing could take over cryptocurrency at some point. And then the Neural Internet, which is an organization that contributes to the Bittensor ecosystem. BitGo, Copper, FalconX, Talisman. There are a lot of different services and infrastructure providers, and there's some additional AI blockchains. Vana, Zuva AI, AIT Protocol, and Polkadot are all integrated into Bittensor. So those are your 5. You should have yourself some Bitcoin. You should make sure you have yourself some SWI. You should make sure that you have yourself some DevvE token. Very, very important to have that one, in my opinion. Get yourself some WXT, that Weex token. You want to make sure that you have that one. I think that this is a huge platform with a missed opportunity so far. They continue to burn a lot. It's going to be a whole lot. And then Bittensor is number 5. Those 5 cryptos, if you want to make money, it is my opinion that those are the most important ones from now until the end of the year. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and make sure that you buy some today. By the way, I'm not sponsored by any of these for this promotion. I don't make money from them for doing this type of promotion. I do get paid in Bittensor for doing subnet content, but nothing for this one. So just a full disclosure. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right.